Hello! This episode of Across the 49th is brought to you by Remember All. I can't remember when I'm supposed to film, apparently, and it's currently 9 o'clock at night and the rest of my family's asleep, and I can't wake them up because I make videos very loudly. So we're filming in my truck. Also, I got a new hat. It's a rhinoceros. I need to name it. Katie, I'm gonna respond to you because I was frantic and I can't really remember what Spencer just said, sorry guys, but I pulled two major things out of what you said pertaining to what they said, so I guess that works. The two largest things that kind of struck me in that video was caution and assumptions about how we are very cautious here on the internet, and it's not like every time we log on, we are prompted to give out our social security number or our place of address, which is actually really easy to find for anybody so long as you know their name and what state they live in, and as long as they've had a job. Something just went by my window. I'm locking the doors. We are very cautious here on the internet, and we do take measures to protect ourselves from bad things happening, which a lot of people just assume people don't do. They think that once we log on to the internet, we just become really, really stupid. And that is definitely not the case, especially in our situation, where we are, I would almost go to say, there was a bug on my neck, what are there doing bugs in here? We're almost overly cautious here on the internet. I know that a lot of my friends who I've met online, they still won't tell me where they live, and I think that's totally understandable, because it's the internet, and these are people you know on the internet, and you met them on the internet. But if you take out the whole concept of the internet, and if we had actually met in real life, this wouldn't be a problem, which is one of those things that I think relates back to relationships, and I've been, once again, going back and talking a lot about those recently, just in the ideas of what they consist of, and I've actually made quite a few references to that video that I posted that was 8 minutes long in the days past. But this is another one of those things, because we also run into assumptions, which also relates back, and I'm pretty sure we covered a bit on when we were talking about relationships and probably a couple other things, but I think it's a good time to bring it up now. Assumptions are absolutely horrible things, and you should never make them ever, because they're very bad. I mean, you can make some very mild assumptions, but I wouldn't call them assumptions. I would call them educated guesses. Big difference between an educated guess and an assumption. And I think in a lot of cases, people assume a lot of things about the internet, that it is a very bad place, and that we don't take the caution we need to. And then there's also all other kinds of assumptions, like Katie assuming today that maybe I was just taking the day off and we were just gonna skip a day, and then I'm like, oh poop, I have to film, which is why we're sitting in my truck. So assumptions and taking caution, and we can relate all that back to many other wonderful aspects of life, and not just the internet, which kind of brings me to want to talk about the community aspect of the internet and how this is very kind of a personable thing that we are doing here. And anybody can correct me if I'm wrong in this, but I believe it was Savannah Miller of the Four of Clubs who brought up that there are two different types of YouTubers out there currently. There are those who have fans, and then there are those who have communities. And I think what we are involved in here on this channel, and even on our own personal channels and our own personal lives on the internet, we aim for communities in the things we do. Spencer, I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to film.